Hello, what is Sven covering today? Sven is covering his mouth because I'm finishing up some food. But beyond that, we're doing a little bit of D&D. Normally on days of today, we do Starfinder. However, I was not able to do yesterday's stream of the Dungeons and the Dragons, and so therefore I'm doing it today. Also, I was running behind. Dog was decided to go for a very long walk, longer than usual, before he went to the bathroom. So, hey, I already didn't have time to get out of this campaign and then come back into my D&D campaign, my Starfinder campaign. So, it is what it is, per Captain Obvious. All right. So, yes, despite COVID and all the other things that have happened, I still do have a firm grasp of the obvious. So, our people are finishing up searching a house, and then they're going to head back to the city. And while they're there, they're going to be told about a dragon burrow. And so that's what we're going to be working on a little bit today. Um, Lady Tanamir Alagandar was a royal scion of Neverwinter more than a century ago. She fought and killed Azdraka, a green dragon. And so she also died later in battle and was laid to rest beneath where the dragon fell. So, per her wishes, the rest of her stuff was buried with her. And her compatriots and her corpse and were all sealed within this barrow. So, that is where they are headed. The barrow is 40 miles northwest. All right, so they're going to spend the night. So I want to give them something that happens along the way. Let's see. So let's see, we've got another character that joined them, a bugbear. Oh, here we go. Never mind. They have a centaur that talks to them. And he offers to take them there. So let's go there. All right. So what happened? What happened was this. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope, it's not. Um, they're headed toward this burrow when a centaur comes along and says, "Hey, I need your help, man. Come help me." And so they do. I presume they may not, but I presume they will. Um, I'm looking to see. So there's a trap. I'm looking for the picture to see what they've got here. Here we go. So here's the DM map. I'm going to zoom in a bit. All right, so there's 4 entrances underneath this. 3 entrances. Very nice. That's very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Atomic. Hawaii, Hawaii, Hawaii. Why didn't I hear? Oh, maybe. There it is.
Wow.
What? Boo. Sorry. There we go. Awesome. Welcome here, Atomic. Missed you today. I actually had a chance at, it was 10:20 your time, and I tried to get on, watch the end of your stream, and you weren't there. So let's check out and see what he was doing. I really appreciate you coming by, saying hello. Gems of War, yep. I know you were doing that Monday, so maybe you just weren't able to stream today? Or did you just do the same thing, end it with that same thing today? I hope you're doing all right. I'm glad to see that you stopped by. I really appreciate you very much. All right, so we got some cool stuff going down here. Let's, now that we have our map finally, let's open up the player map, and we need to check it and see what kind of line of sight, what kind of lighting it has, all that stuff. All right, so we've got line of sight on all these trees, okay. And they've also got it set up to where you can't see up. All right, yeah, I'm pretty good with that. I'll just open these up as they climb up the hill. That should work. Let's open up the combat tracker to see. Gotcha. All right, so here's our camera. Drop it in here. So for down here, they shouldn't see hardly anything. Does my camera token not have line of sight or something? Let's see. Go to tokens. So you go to lighting. If you want, what I'm doing is adding lighting to this token. So you go to token light. I'm going to add the spell light. Click it and spell light and then add light. Boom. All right, so yes, you can see through the trees. Let's go back to play mode. See through the trees. All right, and then it moves up. Yeah, what I'll do is as they go up, I'll just turn these off. So that way, once it's open, come on, you can then see down, and that's fine. And all these trees, as they climb into the trees, they can see all around them. Okay, so the player map also has the inset, the map's inset. Interesting. Okay. And then you've got the line of sight for the posts and the pillars. Very cool. Very neat. Everything is set up correctly. Very cool. All right. So depending on the time of day, there may be ambient light. So you go to lighting and you go to ambient light, lighting here, depending on what kind of day it is, and then you turn it on and off. So we'll worry about that when that time comes. But for now, let's go ahead and go back to this, turn off this, and line of sight, and lighting, so it's all lit. Lit! I don't know what I did there, but okay. All right. 70 feet, 80, from what point? That's my question. From the ground or from each other? Interesting. All right, so going back, the circle of standing stones atop the hill helps focus the magic. 3 anchorites are there. They patrol the woods, forage for food, lurk in caves when they're not performing rituals. Okay. They are conjuring a storm when they arrive. The party arrives. Gotcha. So, before I forget, let's go ahead and add that storm. Click. We go to FX. We go to Add Effects. And we're going to make it rain. Making it rain. All right, let's see. All right, why am I not seeing the rain? It's on top. Enable mask. There it is. It was just from out here, you can't see it. All right, so amount is a lot. The slowest, yeah, that's fine. They're summoning the storm. The intensity, there we go. We'll increase the intensity. All right, so we'll bring this down to where you can be seen a little bit better. There we go. Speed. Do we want to turn it down a little bit? No, I like the speed. See how high it goes. It's a little too fast. There we go. And then the direction. Let's have it go from left to right. There we go. All right, so now we have our rain. Characters traveling to the circle have 2 encounters. Awesome. So they're going to have the centaur, and then they're going to have 2 other encounters. That's awesome. Come upon a 60-foot wide forest clearing in the middle of which is a dark black needle-like spire, 40-foot tall pine tree ravaged by fire long ago. All right. Tied to the dead tree near its base are several ghastly dolls made of twigs and black hair. All right, so there is no map for this. When they get closer to the dolls, roots animate. All right, so let's see. I don't think I have any clearing maps. So I'm looking at some of these that already exist. Don't honestly think I'm going to have a whole lot. That's going to fit this bill. Sometimes it's easier to start with one that already exists. All right, so let me check something real quick. Um, so we don't have anything. We'll go ahead and build us a map. That's easy enough. Go to our assets, go to our images, and go right click, create the item. And we want to check our grid first. Come on, why aren't you moving? There we go. Blow it up. Our grid is 50 by 50. The expert said go 100 by 100. I personally prefer 50 by 50, but really, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. Let's split the difference, shall we? We'll do 75. We're going to check our Fantasy Grounds art packs. Um, Interesting. Looks like there's an issue with my stuff. Interesting. I don't have the art packs. Okay, well, that is not cool. Not sure why. I thought I paid for that for a year. Interesting. All right, well, I will then show you how to do that. So we'll go to our interwebs. Go to Fantasy Grounds. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's go to, I'm already logged in, which is perfect. Shop. And go to art pack. See if it has, if it's, these are map packs, not what I asked for. So let's go with, it's been a year since I've done it. So okay, that's not showing up either. All right, where in the world is it? Let's see. Art subscription. There. Right there. All right, so right there. Subscribe. All right, we'll move away. It will then send me a text. All right, and now I choose a way to pay, and I'm going to pay with my friend Rob Tui's money. Just kidding. Um, all right, so you paid $50 subscription. We get sent back to here. Your order has been processed. Thank you for your order. So now I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to restart. Yep, but next time I log in, I will then have everything I want. So let's go to, yeah, so I can't build a map from that. So we have a little bit of time. So we'll go out to the launcher. The way the map packs work, see, now I'm going to notice how this immediately says check for updates. Something too, every Tuesday is typically when they come out with their updates. You can look and see what they're updating because it'll skip over all the stuff it's not. You can see RPAC, RPAC. And there we go. We are loading our campaign. This is the late night one. Yeah, so as I was saying, what you can do is you can buy each individual RPAC and purchase it, and then when you will have it forever. Typically about $10 a piece. Or for $4.99 a month, or $50 a year, you can get the RPAC. There are typically 2 RPACs every month. There's several themes throughout the year that they'll submit, with all the different buttons and the layouts and stuff that you can pick from. So I personally prefer the RPAC subscription. Then I have access to everything they've ever made, and it's really nice. Really nice. Let me fix my camera while I've got it here. Let's unlock it. There we go. All right, and my border's on top. take a look at the border. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of an infinity here. Whee! As we take a look, because I can't really see what the heck is happening here. Alright, so that's what my border looks like. Gotcha, okay. Cool. Now you know all my secrets. Yeah, so now that we're going to have them loaded, we'll be able to find the forest pack. And then we can start with, we'll start with some nice grass. And then we'll throw some trees around. I might have a little hill up on the up in the corner or something, just to, for flavor's sake. This is not a huge fight. They're going to be playtime, maybe 20 minutes, depending on how long they take this. There's 10 dolls, and as you kill, so each twig doll is made of twigs and twigs and black hair. And when you open up the twig doll, there's a still beating pig heart in it. And if they kill the pig heart, then the roots attack them. So they can either just leave they don't even have to touch the dolls or look at anything. They can just walk away. In which case, it'll be 5 minutes for them with the map. But at the most, they kill the big hearts. There's 10 of them, so it depends on how fast they kill each one. And then they fight these vines. The main thing is, this is just going to drain some of their resources, drain some of their hit points, drain maybe a healing potion or a healing slot, spell slot, something like that. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to where the centaur comes to them overnight, and it'll be waiting for them in the morning when they wake up, and he's going to say, "Hey, I want your help." So they'll have all day to travel during the day to get there, um, and the weather's going to start getting bad as they get closer and closer to where they're summoning the storm. All right, so now when I go to my assets, first of all, we go to image, open up the new image, which we never named. We go to assets. Now I can go over here to FG. Oops, boom, boom. Oops, this is tokens. I want all, baby. All right, so now coastline, symbols, cemetery, jungle, interior. Where's my forest? Could have sworn there was a forest. Regional, old world, spaceship, underground, forest. Okay. It's just not a fancy grounds forest. Come on, open up. Oh, this is just pack of a bunch of this. So I could use this, but this particular one just has too much stuff. Uh, I would have to get rid of. I would have to cover up these here. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. All right, so um, we're going to start with this. All we have to do is take this stump without the grid, drop it in here. Boom. Whoa, that's a big map. Okay. All right, so it has line of sight built in. That's pretty cool, but we'll go ahead and fix some of that later because we're not going to use the same exact one. We're going to turn off the lighting, turn off line of sight, boom. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add layers on top of the crap that's here. And that way, we're good to go. All right, so yeah, we're going to cover up some of these tents because we don't need, it's too intense for me. um, so let's go ahead and go to, we've got all selected right now. That's fine. We're going to go to, I want dead tree. Let's see if what shows up. Nothing. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go with tree. I'm just going to throw some trees on here. I'll have the party coming from like this side, so they're not going to interact over here anyway. Oh, I'm still in the forest map back. That's why. Let's go up. Let's try dead tree. There we go. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to, let's see what these guys look like. We're going to move the map over so we can see what these guys look like in real life. Okay, no, don't like him. No. That's a little better. He's the running favorite right now. This one's not bad, but I think we're going to go with the stereotypical dead tree. Put it back over here. So to move the map, there's two ways to do that. Come on. To move the image within, you can hold the middle, click the middle mouse button here, and then move it, or you can use the compass down here to move, slide things around. All right, so we're going to take our dead tree, slap it down here, boom, zoom up, go to our layers, click the dead tree, and we'll say right now it's 4x4. We're going to make it, we'll double it. Okay, and then we're going to make it, we'll select it again. I could also just use a mouse wheel and make it bigger. Let's go with 12. All right, this sucker still wants to be bigger. We're going to go 20. Forget it. Let's just go. Come on. Select it. 20. Boom. There we go. That's pretty darn close to what we want. Boom. All right, so now the problem is this is a little too big. I don't want it this large. So well, that's very easy to change. We just come here to our grid. We're at 100 by 100, so let's half it, 50. Oops, nope, that's the opposite way we wanted to go. So let's go up to 200. Boom. There we go. So now we have our tree is 15 feet wide base. Still a huge tree, um, but we're good to go with that. All right, we're going to take, let's see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hide this for a minute. I I want there to be a little bit more room on this map, so I'm going to go back to 100, and then we're just going to get rid of this and these. All right, so let's go to trees, enter, and what that is, if I just put tree, there's a lot of tree, and it will include tree and trees. This way, I get these groups of trees. Looking at these here and the style they're in, okay. All right, pine trees, palm trees. I want to see what this looks like when it's blown up. Okay. So we'll take this sucker and we'll put him down to 10. Here, I'm just going to delete it. Garbage. Let's add him back in. Let's add this one in here. We'll put it here, and so we can mess with it. We'll make it 15 by 12. Put it on the stamp and go poof. All right, perfect. Now we have our layers. We're going to move it over. So the map is going to be chopped off around the outside anyway, so anything bleeds over, doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to go like this. Boom. Flip it. Oops. Now we go to our layer select. Select it. Flip it. Turn it. There we go. All right. Now we go with the grass. All right, so this is the type of grass they used. We're going to slap it right in the middle here. Boom. And select. Slide, slide, slide. Slide, slide, slippity slide. And we're going to make it a little bit bigger. All right, and we're going to go here. Hold control so it's not stuck to the grid. Boom. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to take this, we're going to tweak it, tweak the color down. Just turn everything down a little bit. Okay, so it's a little too much. Let's go back up a bit. There we go. Now it matches. Okay, good, good. And then we don't have to be exact with this because let's not forget he's there. Boom. Okay. So we're going to take this guy. I'm going to turn it. There we go. So those things just look like rocks. See what we did there? Yeah. All right. So now we're going to take this guy. We're going to bring him down a bit. Make him a little smaller. He's at dead tree. We're going to bring him down to, let's say, 20. There we go. See, it's a little bit better. And we'll say 17. Perfect. I like that a lot. I'm actually going to shift him a little bit just because why not? There we go. Make him a little off center. Twist him a little bit from the top. We hold control so we can just shift it a little bit. There we go. All right, so there's our map. We've covered up most of our tents and stuff. Characters are going to be coming from here anyway, this side, so I'm not that worried about it. We zoom in. We've still got some tents. So again, we'll just take a, we've already done this grass floor, so we're going to make a copy of it because we've got the color we wanted and everything. Duplicate it, move it over. All we want to cover is those guys here, so we're going to shrink it. And then we're going to move them down. And then we have our, we'll throw a little bit of grass. All right, so we're going to call this, I forget the storyline, what it was, but it, we'll just say dead tree encounter. Make it unidentified. No, we'll have it identified, that's fine. And then we're going to take, oops, I don't know why I put away my assets. Bush. All right, so here's some of our bushes. There we go. Throw him on here. Boom. Take another one. Boom. And we're going to move him down. There you go. So now there are no more tents. No tense moments for anyone. Ah, so good. Hey, yo. Mr. Drake, what's up? 200 biddies? Holy crap. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. Taking the #1 spot, and Gorgio had it last month. Now Drake is taking it You're awesome. If you guys ever want to check out some cool, very funny, um, well-run live campaign, check out Drake Takes. He's also has a YouTube channel. We've got all the links there on his Twitch stuff. Check him out. Good stuff, funny stuff. You'll even see me on several of his streams. Um, Great guy. He also does all of my video stuff. So look at his Patreon, check him out there, and you too can have awesome intro videos. Uh, Great guy, great voices, good DM, all around swell individual. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this dead tree and we're going to make shadows of this thing. And we're going to do it the easy way. So we take the shadow, the tree, we go duplicate. We take the copy and we go to our tint. We bring everything down 0, 0, 0, and then down to 150. And then you take that, okay, and you drag that. Make sure you're on layer and select, and you drag it and shift it just a bit. So most of our shadows are over on the right. So we're going to shift it just to the right, and then you move it down below the other dead tree. Boom. So now you've got all your shadows. These harsh, cool looking shadows underneath the tree. And we can move it, see, whoosh, any way we want to. Um, and then I'm going to take some more shadow. We're going to type in SHAD, shad, for shadow or shade, or there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Next page will probably have it. I'm looking for a thing that looks like a blob. Um, there's a lot of shad stuff. So here we go. Here's our blobs. Let's go with the blobby here. Boink. Okay, so we bring down the opacity down to about 50. We make sure we're on the, oops, we gotta go to paint, stamp, throw him in there, bring the tint down to about 50. And the cool thing is you can stretch it, you can move it. If one of these other shapes don't work for you, you can go somewhere else. You can also use the lighter one that has a higher fade value. But mine is not, I don't want mine to be that faded, but you can see here how it looks. Pretty small. We're going to bring it up just a little bit. I'm going to throw some general shade down below this tree. Put some on this side over here. And the cool thing is as you click it, it'll just keep adding more and more to it. So you can just do it once to do a light smattering. So I just want everything under this tree just to be a little darker. And then I'm going to go back down, shrink it again, and start adding some more details. So making some of these darker, the bottom part of it darker. Now I don't want to spend a lot of time because you can get really in depth with this type of stuff. Um, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing this, but I just want to darken up the area a little bit uh, under this tree. There we go. So now it's a little bit more foreboding, a little bit more. Blow it up a little bit, make it a little darker in general. Cool. All right, so we're set. All we need to do is go to my line of sight, fix some of that. Let's take a look at our line of sight. Line of sight. There we go. As you can see, there's some that are from before. So we just simply go to select. You can grab this whole area, delete, delete. All right. So I don't expect anybody to climb the tree. So I'll just go ahead and make it terrain. Zoom in a little bit. We're going to line. I could do the wheel, but I don't like having tons and tons of points. And it typically will do that. So I'm just making a very basic occluder for the tree trunk. The rest of it is fine. What if they decide to chop the tree down? That's possible, yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is there's a stump right here. So if we take and will this do them all? No, it won't. So if we turn off all the crap that we added, there you go. There's your stump. So if they chop it down, I'm ready to go. Yeah, but this has little twig dolls made out of, little dolls made out of twigs with black hair, and inside each doll is a still beating pig heart. So, and if you kill the pig heart, these vines, roots come up and attack you. So, getting back to our line of sight, I'm just going to say this is like brush. I'm not real worried about this line of sight up here. I'm not going to bother with it up here. But I am going to put a line of sight around the whole, put a wall around the whole thing. So with the rectangle selected, actually, first of all, yeah, it's fine. Whoa, what just happened there? Not sure what happened. Control Z. There we go. All right, so now, like I said, we don't have to worry about these parts that bleed over outside the map. We're golden. So there we go. So we're all set. I don't know if I have a doll. Let's see. Let's see if we have a doll. If not, we have little voodoo dolls and an little evil doll. Let's see what happens when we type in twig. These are twig blights. Interesting. Okay. Let's try branch. No. I'm trying to think of how to represent these 10 dolls. I think I'm just going to use theater of the mind and just say they're spread out. There are some dolls. Let me look at my tokens. And I might just add them as tokens. Let's see. Within tokens, what kind of twigs do I have again? This one isn't bad. So I think I'll just do this. Let's go to paint. Do I want them as paint or do I want them as individual layers? I think I'm going to put them as individual layers so I can turn them off and on. And we'll go to twig blight. So if I put them in here and then stamp it, it shows up as a layer. If I drag it over, it shows up as a token. And so the tokens are always up top. And in this case, I want it below the tree. So I would rather have it be a layer. And we're going to change it to 0.5. 0.1, I meant 0.5. There we go. 0.5. There we go. All right, so we are in stamp. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So we have all these, and I'm going to put them in a folder. Oops. And we're going to call the folder, if you click on it twice, this will be dolls. And then we highlight all of them, shift, and drag it into the dolls folder. And then we take the dolls folder and we put it down below the dead tree. Let's see. Let's put it above the dead tree shadow. All right, well, some of them are more buried than others. So let's go one by one, see where they are. Good. Okay, he's buried, so let's move him over. Boom. Hold control and you can slide it like that. Him. Good. Good. Oops. Come at Control Z. You guys are locked. Thank you. Try this again. That's the one I want. Come on, why aren't you moving? There we go. Boom. Holding down Control, sliding it over so it's a little more visible. I'm actually going to put him down here. Boom. Him we will put over here. Boom. Alright, this is the last one, so we'll put him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, 11. Yeah, we don't need 11. Delete. Alright, we're golden. Alright, so that's going to do it. My encounter is ready to go. Now we need to link it before I forget. So now we've got our tokens. I can delete them as I want to. I can move them if I want to because I made them layers instead of just using the token. And now it's under the tree instead of just being on top of the tree. So that is why I did it that way. So let's go back to our story entry. So the story is Circle of Thunder. So starting as you go to the Circle of Thunder, you travel to Tree Trap right here. All right, so it's called Travel to the Circle. You got to open up the story entry, search for travel to the circle. Boof. Tree Trap. Open it. Enter. And we'll drag the boink picture right there. And last thing I want to do, which I forgot, is fix the grid. I don't like the big gray grid. Grid, change tint. We will go to, come on. Why am I not seeing the color? Grid. There we go. Not sure what happened there. Boom. And we'll go to this light green. Boom. And we'll turn it down. There we go. Okay. All right, so we are set and ready to go. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you so much again for the biddies. That is awesome. Drake, I appreciate you very much. Tonight we are playing a little Dungeons and Dragons, 7 to 10 Eastern Time. Pacific Time, 10 to 1 o'clock for those of you on the East Coast. Come check it out. You can also always check it out at my YouTube channel. I have a lot of playlists. The one I'm playing tonight is the Nashville Homebrew. This particular one is called the D&D in the Spend Zone, which will be tomorrow night, Thursday at 6:45. So if you want to see, it probably won't get to this point tomorrow. You probably won't be able to see this map, but they might finish up what they're doing and get to that point. But this is the party group right here. Our Tiefling and our Minotaur. We have a new player just started, a Bugbear. He added the group, so I'm going to add him to the group photo here once we pick a portrait for him, a picture for him. Um, anyway, it's a lot of fun. Come check it out tomorrow night. Like, subscribe, all the other happiness. Check out Drake Takes, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.